Hey guys, Kamarna's name, and Majora's Mask 3D is the game. In the last episode, we defeated Great Bay Temple, the third, and my least favorite temple of the game. And in this episode, we're gonna be doing a lot of side quests before we head on to the next area of the game. So, there's the fairy that I never got that I could have, well, I'm not gonna say that I so desperately needed because I didn't even use my other fairy, but that I meant to get. So yeah, that's there. I recommend getting that before you go into the dungeon if you haven't played the dungeon yet. Now that we have completed Great Bay Temple, and Lulu, you'll notice that Lulu is not out here. And she was the descendant of the guardian of that temple, and she was concerned because there was things going wrong in the temple, it seemed like. So now that that has been sorted out, she should be resting easy. So let's go in to see how everybody's doing in Zora Hall. Besides, I definitely would not mind an excuse to come back to this place. So pretty and so relaxing. So, if you go into all of their rooms, you're gonna see that all of the members of the Indigo-Gos are not in there. So, you're gonna want to come up onto the stage, and you will see all the members. If you talk to them, if you want an autograph, I'll give you one later. I think you're gonna say something similar. Forget your voice. We've kept you waiting just a little longer, and we'll play our hot sound for you. I've written a great song, so just be patient. Okay, probably Lulu is gonna be nicer than any of them. Pleased to meet you. I'm Lulu. Lulu is so sweet. Please come to our concert in town. Why can't all the Indigo-Gos be like you? Anyways, close your eyes because I'm getting ready to turn into your boyfriend. Well, not your boyfriend, but your love interest. Macau, you came back safely. That's good. I was surprised when my voice turned that lonely island into a turtle. I don't think your voice turned the island into a turtle. I think the turtle just woke up. But that song you played for me, my mother used to sing it often, long ago. Those eggs were laid to remind me of that. Okay, so it seems like the song is passed down from mother to child, and that it kind of stays in the family. That's really cool. That song is from when I was a very young child, so I had forgotten it. I put you through some horrible experiences, Macau. But I'm all better now. Well, the town's concert's very soon. Let's start a rehearsal. 1, 2, 3. That was a pretty good song, and you might notice that that is a song that we wrote with... Hey Macau. Or Hey Macau, sorry. I'm forgetting your... Not Tio... Japas, there you go. Which, by the way, that's something that I want to say is... Oh, and he'll mention this too. Hey Macau. That song you even wrote sounds just like the one we played at our jam session, doesn't it? In the comments, I believe... I can't remember exactly who it was. I'll put the name up on the screen of who told me, because I'm forgetting exactly who it was that told me that it's pronounced most likely Japas, because in the Japanese version, it's pronounced with the J sound, not an H sound. So that's not a HJ, that is a JJ. So, Japas. And probably, I don't know if this is still Tijo or Tio, I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. Pronunciation, it's okay. So, yeah, you'll notice that, that he took the credit for the song and that it's going to be played in the Carnival Festival. I'm glad I got, or the town carnival, there you go. Or something carnival, something festival. I'm glad I got this new song done in time for the concert. You did great, Macau, and even without any practice. You really are a musical genius. Wow, that's probably the nicest thing that we've ever heard come out of your mouth. Thank you very much, Evan. Well, let's see what Lulu has to say. I guess being able to sing is a wonderful thing after all. Honestly, I wish I could sing, because I've always thought that if I really had any vocal talent, I would definitely go into music. Not in terms of a career or anything, but I would definitely get into music, and I would write so many songs. And I mean, I just think that's such a great, such a cool thing to be able to do. Anyways, I don't know why I'm going out this exit. Let's go ahead and head out the other way, because we're going to be going to Zora Cape. And what am I even saying? Why walk when we can teleport? If you remember, we got all the 15 stray fairies in the last episode. We're gonna go make use of that now. So warp on over to Zora Cape. We can technically walk there, but hey, why walk when you have wings? Speaking of that, it's funny that I say that because we have 3 ducks that are living in my house right now. I'm talking about my parents' home, not where I'm currently living. And they walk everywhere. They never fly, and they have wings. Yeah, I have questions. Anyways, so here we are at Zora Cape. What we're gonna wanna do is head off this direction, I believe. I did warp to Zora Cape. Yeah, I did warp to Zora Cape. Let's actually warp to Great Bay, or hold up, where am I going? On second thought, let's warp to Great Bay Coast. That's gonna be a little bit easier than doing all the swimming that I'm. Well, we could have swam over. What am I? I'm so indecisive today. I'm supposed to have things planned out for the recording, and here I am. Oh no, I don't want to save. I'll do that at the end of the episode. Thank you very much. So yeah, go on over to Zora Cape, and we're going to want to go turn in those stray fairies. I wonder why it's getting all foggy. That's kind of weird. Okay, let's head this way. See if I can actually dive up onto the land. That'd be, oh, or not. See, dive up onto the land. Can I do it? No, it's too high. Over there, maybe no. I think we just gotta go to the coast. It's probably gonna be the best thing that we can do right now. I'm plenty good on magic. I don't need to worry about it running out. I just feel really bad. I mean, using that much magic in one short period of time. I just feel guilty, even though I really shouldn't worry about it as much as I do. So, come on over to Zora Cape. And we're gonna head over this direction. Cannot seem to control the game today. You're gonna notice those islands over there with palm trees. Another thing that I guess I'll show it off right now since since this is where we are, is if you blow up this rock right here, you can drop down and there's a real bomb chute you can get down there. We have no real need for that, but that's down there. And right over here, this is something that's new to Majora's Mask 3D. I don't know if I mentioned it previously because there are one of these in the Southern Swamp, but I don't believe we went to it. But the ocean fishing hole. The original game did not have any fishing holes. It had the fishing mechanic that was present in Ocarina of Time was not present in Majora's Mask until this remake. So this is completely exclusive to Majora's Mask 3D. So if you're one of the few, I'm not gonna say one of the few, a lot of people actually really do like the fishing mechanic, and I do too. It's really relaxing. I love this music. In fact, I'm gonna shut up for a second so you can listen to it. Yeah, so it's really nice, but this is not present in Majora's Mask, but it is in Majora's Mask 3D. So if you missed the fishing mechanic, well, here you go. It's all back. And you might have remembered previously in the series, we have gotten, let me go over to my gear, we have gotten a few, not Bomber's Notebooks, we've gotten a few fishing hole passes. So you can use those here to not pay for your fishing rod at all, and you can fish to your heart's content. And I'm debating whether or not I want to do a completely separate video on this, because there actually is a lot of content and a lot of things to do here. Nothing here is required for 100% though, so I'm not going to cover it today. But if you guys would be interested in seeing a video covering the fishing holes in Majora's Mask 3D and all the different fishes you can catch and the times and all that stuff, if you guys are interested, let me know and I'll make a bonus video for it. But yeah, this is here. If you want to come somewhere to relax, feel free to come here. It's a great place to do it. Anyways, we're going to get back on track here. Just wanted to show that off since we were in the area, and I planned on showing that off where the episodes end anyways. Now that we have the hook shot, well, we've had it for a while, but since we have the hook shot, let's go ahead and use that. Let's go ahead and equip it to, not Y, I want to have the Zora's Mask out. Let's go ahead and transform to Hylian form, and we're going to use the trees to hookshot over. Now you keep on hookshotting directly ahead, go to, ooh, please go away. You can hookshot directly ahead to go back to the music hall, but instead we are going to still keep on going this way, but then we're going to turn a left to this area that you might have found previously if you were snooping around. You're gonna find some boulders right up here, which actually we can hop on across now, and I think you might need to be, wait, do you need to be in your Zora's Mask to get over here? Let me try. No, you don't. Okay, I was thinking that maybe that's how they blocked it off somehow, that you had to get the Zora's Mask before you came here, but that wouldn't make any sense because you technically don't need to get the Zora's Mask. You're not required to do that before you come here, so I don't know why I would have thought that, but anyways, sorry about that. Getting off track, let's go this way. You're gonna notice these rocks. Well, we know what to do with those. Let's go ahead and get out. Well, yeah, sure, we have 40 bombs, might as well use it. I never use the bombs because I have the blast mask. I just don't find it necessary. I find the blast mask a lot easier to use. You don't have to time it, all you have to do is put up your shield and not take any damage, and you don't need to worry about running out of stock. But anyways, the Fairies Fountain. Oh, courageous one, I am the Great Fairy of Courage. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. As thanks, I shall lend you my strength. Okay, I get that you're blue because you're in the water area of the game, but since you're the Great Fairy of Courage, I feel like you should be green, just a personal opinion. Anyways, this is definitely worth our time. This is probably, at least in my opinion, maybe the best Great Fairy upgrade. Although I'm forgetting what the next one is, so maybe not. But this is definitely one of the best ones. Your defense has been strengthened. Enemies now do half. That's right, half as much damage as they did before. So an attack that would normally deal you 2 hearts now only deals 1. Half a heart of damage is now only a quarter of a heart of damage. And essentially, your heart containers, all of them that you have, just doubled. So this is definitely worth your time, especially if you find yourself struggling with the combat in this game. And if you're not one for really collecting a lot of heart containers, or not heart containers, but if you're not one for collecting a lot of pieces of heart, and you don't feel like going through all that, but you're also having problems going through the games, like the combat, without dying all the time, then this is something, I'm not going to say quick and painless, but you're already going through the temple, it's required, so might as well do a little bit of extra work, get all the stray fairies there, and turn them in, and basically whatever life you had before has now been doubled. So if you're not one for collecting pieces of heart, this is kind of a quick way you can get around it. It's really cool, I've got to say. And you'll also notice that on the bottom screen, all of our hearts are now lined in white. That's what signifies that, is they are, I guess, twice as strong now. So yeah, definitely, that's very much worth your time, I believe. Anyways, now that we're done with that, we are going to head back to the, I guess, right to not Zora's Bay, excuse me, Great Bay. So let's go ahead and warp on over, because we are gonna play a mini game. It's been a little while since we've done one of those. Or has it? No, it hasn't been that long. Speaking of mini games, I'm glad I said that because that reminded me. If you guys remember a few episodes ago, we did the Beaver mini game at Waterfall Rapids. A friend of mine and a frequent viewer, Airhead, you've probably seen his comments, he told me about an experience he had where he went through all of the loops in the amount of time, but it clocked out at 0 after he got the last loop, but it didn't count. And he sent me a screenshot of this and asked him if I could show him the video. He said yes, so I'm gonna put that screenshot up now for you guys to see. Yeah, that game is cruel. Just throwing it out there. Hopefully that doesn't happen to you, but my goodness, I mean, especially if you just really don't have if you're not having a good time with that mini game, and for that to happen to you, I mean, that's just a slap to the face. So, anyways, what we're gonna want to do is come on over towards, you can see there's this little peninsula right here in the middle of Great Bay. Go on over and read the sign, the Fisherman's Jumping Game. Please ride the boat to the Fisherman's Island to inquire about playing. Okay, well, let me smash this pottery first because that's a necessity. See, I'm 3 rupees richer now. Let's hop onto the boat, and it will magically start going. And I've gotta say, this is a motorboat. I mean, I didn't think this kind of technology was really present in this time, but yeah, sure, motorboat, that's fine. I mean, this isn't the first time we've encountered one of these, but I just haven't really pointed it out or thought about it before, or pointed it out to you guys on camera, I mean, that, yeah, whoa, no, I didn't mean to do this, I didn't mean to do this. Please let me back on the boat. That, yeah, this is a motorboat. I guess it's okay if we fall off, we can just climb back. Or can we? Okay, I thought the ledge was gonna be like a little too high and we weren't gonna be able to climb back on. I was gonna be really angry. Anyways, transform into Hylian form, got your hookshot, and hookshot over to this tree right over here. So you kind of latch on, thank you very much. And you're gonna see our friendly, neighborly, creepy man. Yeah, it's him again. Oh, sorry. In the evening and first thing in the morning are my break times. Come back later. Oh, we actually have to wait a little bit. Yeah, and he's the fisherman's gonna be added to our schedule. A fisherman at Great Bay Coast. Once the ocean is back to normal, his place will open for business. Wait a moment. How did we not get him added to our log before? Is this guy different than the man that we gave the picture of the Gerudo Pirates to? I mean, it's the exact same model, but is it technically like a different character? I think it's the same guy. It has to be the same guy. So why is he just being added? I guess he's just being added to our schedule because we actually went to his work and the thing that he does on a daily basis instead of just talking to him casually. So maybe that's why he's added to our schedule. That's kind of weird. Anyways, we need to wait a little bit longer, actually, in the evening and first thing in the morning. Okay, come back later. So we need to kill a little bit of time, I think. Let's see. Well, the schedule that I was literally just looking at told me what time I needed to come back. Let's go check that out really quick. Farmer's Notebook is very helpful. Well, actually, wait, it hasn't been added in yet. Okay, well, we'll just kind of go forward a little bit. Now that the seas are back to normal, I've started a little business aimed at tourists. If you pay 20 rupees, I'll show you a jumping game that has a really big prize. If you're up for it, go to that island in the center. Sure thing, as I apparently love minigames since I play them so much. Ah, you're up for it. Now then, I'll explain the rules, so listen carefully. I'm going to light the torches on each of the surrounding 4 islands in a particular order. Jump to the island that has a lit torch. If you can jump to it before the torch goes out, you'll get 1 point. If you get 20 or more points within the time limit, you'll get a big prize. But it'll cost you 20 rupees for 1 try. How about it? Will you give it a try? Sure thing, and if you're playing along, I recommend you can wear the bunny hood while playing this if you would like to, but I personally find that whenever it comes to any kind of acrobatics or jumping around, I don't like to have the bunny hood on because it's hard for me to calculate exactly how far I'm going to go with my jumps, because when you wear the bunny hood, you'll jump a little bit further than you would normally. So I'm not gonna wear the bunny hood for this, but I recommend taking off the bunny hood or putting it on before you talk to him, because in the middle of the mini game, you can't put on the bunny hood or take it back off. So pro tip right there, do that. Put whatever hat, put it on or take it off before the mini game, but do that before you talk to him, because in the middle of the mini game, you won't be able to do it. And besides, you don't really need the bunny hood. This sounds like it's going to be a challenge, but even if you take your time, you can get this very easily. The important thing is not to rush, because it is very much doable. What I recommend doing is using the L or R, or actually the L button, sorry, because the R puts up your shield, to change the camera angles and just keep going, like, just make 90-degree turns, and then put the camera behind you again, and just do whatever you need to do so that the camera is always behind you. I mean, that works well for me. But really, it's not this hard. It's not that hard. So don't worry about cutting corners and, you know, doing fancy tricks, because you have plenty of time to do this. I think you said 2 minutes. Yeah, I think we have 2 minutes for 20 hops, or for reaching an island with a torch 20 times. I mean, it's very much doable. If you just take your time, you'll be good. And another tip for you, I wish I'd told myself this previously. If you get to 20, don't feel like you need to keep on jumping. You can just sit there. There's nothing wrong with that at all, because I got to 20 when I was practicing for this recording, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna see how far I can get. And I fell into the water and wasted 20 rupees, and then the next time after that, I had a really dumb mistake with the camera, to where I swear, I did not press any buttons, and I was just standing there, and the camera just did a 180 on me, and that led me to go into the water. So I ended up spending 60 rupees when I should have only spent 20, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna try my luck and see how good I can be and see how many points I can get. So once you get to 20, just do yourself a favor and just wait out the last little bit of time. I mean, if you really want to go for a high score, I mean, I guess go for it. And if you have tons of rupees to burn, but I mean, 20 is all you need, so that's all I recommend doing. So quick, since I have a few moments to talk, things that have happened. I saw Detective Pikachu yesterday. It was really good. If you haven't seen the movie, highly recommend you go see it. I was very much surprised. I had heard a lot of people say that it was surprisingly good. The first actually good video game movie in forever, and I had my doubts, but when I saw it, all I can say is I'm a believer. I mean, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I was very much surprised. So if you're hesitant about seeing it, it has my stamp of approval, if that means anything to you. So I recommend you go see it. Oh, that was a little too easy. Oh well, here's your prize. I don't like how the Bomber's Notebook does this. It kind of like prolongs the wait for the moment, you know? Okay. You got a piece of heart. You've assembled a new heart container, maximum life energy has increased, and we actually just added on, that was our 4th heart piece, so we've got a new heart container now. And I was thinking of saving it to buy a big ship. Now it looks like I may go bankrupt. Oh, I'm sorry, friend. Well, hey, I mean, when I reset time, which you won't know that I reset time, but when I reset time, you'll go back to having your piece of heart again. Well, actually, no, you won't. How does that even work? I took your piece of heart and I'm gonna have it, and you're not getting it back. I'm not gonna lose it when I reset time. So, if I come back after this, does he say anything about going broke? Oh, no, you can keep playing. So he's not gonna say anything about him going broke. Sorry about that, I had to clear my throat a little bit. So now that that's done, that's piece of heart 32, by the way. We're gonna be doing something that, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of going back and replaying things a lot, especially, I mean, so we're gonna be going back and replaying, well, actually only one boss fight. You may need to replay two, but I'm just not a big fan of replaying the boss fights in this game after they've been changed, so maybe that's why I'm kind of bleh about doing this, but there's another piece of art that we can get. If you remember, after we defeated Goat in Snowhead Temple, everything went back to normal, spring came to the mountains, and we saw those frogs that were over there, or that one frog that was over there in the water. And you also remember how we talked to the one frog inside of Great Bay Temple as well. And he said, oh, spring's coming to the mountains, I'll meet you there. So, it's gonna be our job to get the frog choir back together. So all the frogs we've encountered throughout the game, we're gonna need to get them all back to the mountain spring. So, that's why I said if you're in Great Bay Temple, go ahead and talk to that frog immediately, unless you want to go through and play that dungeon again. So I recommended that you did that. If you did not talk to that frog, you're going to need to go back to the temple, defeat Gecko, and talk to the frog, and then get him to go to the mountain village. So, that being said, we're going to have to go and replay... Oh, I did not mean to do this! Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna unpause. We're gonna go and warp on over. There you go. We're gonna go ahead and warp on over to Snowhead, and we're going to defeat Goat again. I believe I've already showed this off on camera, but after you defeat a boss of a temple, if you go back, there will be a blue portal that'll appear at the temple's entrance. You can warp. You can use that. You can use that temple. You can use that warp to the end of the dungeon to the boss, so you can defeat the boss and return whatever area you're in to its former glory before Skull Kid went ahead and messed it on up. So now that we're here, we're going to be going in and defeating Goat once again. I'm not going to make you guys watch that, so I will see you guys when I defeat Goat. Alright, I am back. I defeated Goat, and we have to do this because after you defeat Goat, spring comes back to the mountains, and the first frog is going to be there at the spring. So, Goat's defeated. We're going to want to go on over into the light. Let's see, I think I went the long way. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, there you go. Oh wow, that was really cool. How Link just kind of transformed instantly as we walked into the light. Or rolled into the light, I guess I should say. So again, I already talked to one of the frogs in Great Bay Temple, and the one who's originally here after you defeat Goat in the Snowhead Temple, he is present as well. So we have 2 of the 5 frogs present. The next one we're going to want to get is very accessible. All we have to do is just go over to Clocktown and go to the laundry pool. You might have remembered him in the past. I might have talked to him with Dongero's Mask before. So we're going to head on over that way. So like I said earlier, watch Detective Pikachu. Highly recommend you go watch that. And I did that yesterday. My girlfriend came down, and she's visiting for the weekend, and we went and watched the movie together, and that was a good thing about yesterday, but there were 2 very sad things that happened yesterday. Not very sad, but disappointing, I guess I should say. Disappointing thing number 1, I did not get into my college's honors college. Oop, let's stop. Okay, yeah, I cannot get around very well in the Goron mask, I'm gonna be quite honest. I didn't get into my school's honors college, which I was really disappointed about. I had really high hopes because I have a 4.0 GPA and I'm really involved in my school and I have a lot of really good qualifications, but I didn't get in, so I was a little disappointed, and I still am a little disappointed, but I mean, you know, it's fine. It's definitely not, it's not a required thing of me, and it's probably not gonna make all that big of a difference in the long run, so, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Ah, Dongero, it has been so long. What has brought you all this way? Could it be? Has spring finally come to the mountains? That look, it's true. Winter was so long that I began to lose all hope. I understand. I shall head for the mountains immediately. And we have a little side quest open in our Bomber's notebook. Reunite the Frog Choir. Use Dongero's mask to recruit the frog at the Clocktown Laundry Pool into the choir. So he'll disappear, he'll go to the mountains. The next one we're gonna want to go to, the next two actually are in the swamp. So we're gonna want to warp on over to the southern swamp, and we're gonna have to do a little bit of traveling for one of them. One of them is inside, oop, no, not this way, please. One of them is inside a Woodfall Temple, and the other one's just in the swamp. So let's warp on over to the southern swamp first. So that was the first sad thing that happened. The second sad thing that happened was my Wii U died. So like I said, my girlfriend came down to visit, and I was thinking like, hey, I've been wanting you to play Wind Waker HD for a really long time, because she's not that big of a gamer, but I mean, she is, let's see, she likes Animal Crossing. She's currently playing, you guys have probably heard of it, a game called The World Ends With You. She's playing that on the DS right now. She's really big into Mario games, platformers in general. And I thought, you know, hey, I think she would really like Wind Waker, because she had played Twilight Princess before, but wasn't a really big fan of it because of the visuals. And she's typically into, you know, cute things, and, you know, the art style for Wind Waker is definitely cute, so I thought she might like it. So I said, you know, hey, we should play Wind Waker HD since you're down. And I went to go boot up the Wii U, and everything booted up fine. And then I went to go start Wind Waker HD, and I got an error code, a black screen and an error code. I can't remember what that, after I searched that error code, I can't remember what it told me. I think it said something about not being able to access the USB storage device, which is weird because I've never used one for that Wii U. And I tried to delete the game and then re-download it, but I couldn't even get the game to download. I would get an error code every time I tried to download it, so that didn't work. And then I decided that I was gonna go to my settings and see and like poke around a little bit and see if there's anything I can do to fix it. And then my Wii U just randomly crashed and gave me another error code. I didn't bother looking that one up, and these are all different error codes. Ooh, let's not do that. I need to get a running start. There you go. And then I decided, okay, and this is after a couple of hours of tinkering with it, I decided that there's something wrong with my Wii U physically. Maybe some data got corrupted, so I thought I'm going to wipe my Wii U and delete all the content, delete all the settings, and then maybe the problem will be fixed. I did that, and it was wiping it clean, and then the Wii U froze in the middle of that. So then I mean, after it was frozen for about an hour and it wasn't doing anything, I realized I had to power this off. So I powered off the Wii U, powered it back on, and now it keeps on freezing on the wiping clean slate, and I can't get off of that. I can't hit the home button or anything because the Wii U will freeze within about 3 seconds of powering on. Ah, Dongero, it has been so long. What has brought you all this way? Could it be? Has spring finally come to the mountains? That's true. I mean, that look, it's true. Winter has been so long, I mean, to lose all hope. I understand I shall head to the mountains immediately. That is 3 down. Or 4 down, I'm sorry. 1 to go. The last one, we're going to want to warp on over to Woodfall. And we're actually going to do, we're not going to have to defeat the entire temple, but we do need to go into Woodfall and defeat Gecko in Woodfall again. Which, honestly, I think I'd rather just face Odala again. I wish we could just do that instead of having to face Gecko again and find Gecko in the temple, but hey, it's what must be done. So let's go and transform into Deku form. And it's been a while since we've done this. So long so that I've forgotten the song. Sonata of Awakening. Oops. So I'm gonna go in the temple, find Gecko. Well, actually, you know, it's been a little while since we have gone through this temple, and I don't want anybody to have to struggle to find him because I mean, if you're playing along, it's probably been a little while since you've gone through this temple as well, and you might not remember exactly where Gecko is. So no, I'm gonna keep on playing, and I'm gonna keep on, I'll keep showing you guys this footage. So if you're playing along, you won't have any trouble remembering where to find Gecko. So because my Wii U died, I'm gonna have to get another one. But my gamepad is just fine, and I have the Wind Waker HD limited edition gamepad, and I love that thing so much. I am glad that if there was gonna be a problem with either the Wii U or the gamepad, that I'm glad it happened with the Wii U itself, because the Wii U that came along with the Wind Waker HD bundle, there's nothing limited edition about the Wii U itself except for the fact that it comes with a copy of the Hylian Historia and it comes with Wind Waker HD downloaded onto it. But that's the only thing. And all that's replaceable. However, the gamepad, if that were to break, then I don't know if I would be able to replace that. So, I mean, you know, it could have been worse, essentially is what I'm saying. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, oh, that was a dummy move. Oh, wow, I made it. I thought I was gonna fall down. I was really not looking forward to falling down and having to go climb all the way back up and fight and fight all the black pose. I mean, yeah, I do flight too. So you watch out for the sculptures up there. Let's see, I believe we're gonna wanna come over this way actually. So let's transform into our Hylian form. And one thing that's really cool is now that we have these new items, we're able to get through this dungeon a lot more easily than we were previously. I mean, previously we didn't have the fire arrows and we had to shoot arrows through a torch in order to be able to light this up and be able to get the water in this room clean and to get this platform spinning. But now that we have fire arrows, we can just shoot it from right here. So that'll save us a lot of time, which actually, yeah, I might as well go ahead and do that for you guys and show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, previously we had to find a torch and shoot through it with the arrows, which were new at the time, but now that we have fire arrows, we can just miss, shoot it right off the bat and save ourselves a lot of time. Not only that, but you could hookshot onto that torch right over there to not even worry about shooting this torch right here to get the spinning, because we can just hookshot on over to there. So yeah, actually I think I'll go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get our hookshot out. Am I close enough? Yeah, I am gonna take some damage though. Oh well, it's okay. Yeah, and look at that, I only took a quarter heart of damage from just sitting there in fire for a little while. Oh, and I guess we can go ahead and hit that switch even though we're not gonna be climbing that ladder again. All right, and you're gonna wanna go on over into this room. Oh, not hop down. Oh, well, hey, at least not in my deku form. And get out the arrows once more, and we're going to shoot this eyeball right over here. And use that platform to gun it up to go into that northern room. Oh, the room that's north of here, I guess I should say. Let's go on and get into our deku form really quick and hopefully make it over. No, we're not gonna make it over. That's okay. I guess I'm in no rush, really. So, I went on eBay and I looked around I searched Wii U, no gamepad, gamepad not included. Oh wow, I'm glad I got up there. And because I figured that'd probably go for a cheaper price. I mean, I don't need to buy a new gamepad, I just need to buy a new Wii U itself. And I figured that having a seller not having the gamepad with the Wii U would cause it to lose its value because you kind of need the gamepad to play games on the Wii U. So I figured, you know, I could get a cheaper deal that way. Looked up Wii U no gamepad, and I found one on auction for $30. I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. This is 6 a.m. on a Sunday. I don't know why that was the bid time or the ending time for the auction. Okay, I cannot multitask apparently. Well, you guys knew that already. Let's see, we're gonna want to get over distance, and oh, I guess I can just slash you. Why are you punching the? Why are you just sitting there punching the door? I mean, Gecko, you're pretty quick. I thought you'd be a little bit I didn't think you'd be that slow. I mean, that was weird. Anyways, if you don't remember, we had to defeat him the same way we defeated him before. Get on into one of these deku flowers, then hop on up. That'll cause him to get knocked off of the snapper, and then just shoot him. There you go. And again, move in the direction that he's moving in, because then your arrows will not, I guess, be lagged, and you'll be able to hit him without wasting too many arrows. And in fact, I don't know why I'm showing this. I'll see you guys when I defeat Gecko. All right, there you go. So just to be completely clear, because I know I in this episode I did not get one of the frogs. I did not get the frog in Great Bay Temple because I did that in the last episode. Let's see, let's go ahead and put on our Gongaro's mask. So to be completely clear, there are 5 frogs you need to talk to, or 5 you need to have present at the Mountain Spring. You need to defeat Snowhead Temple once more, it's by defeating the boss. You need to defeat Gecko in Great Bay Temple and talk to the frog with Gongaro's mask. Talk to the one in the Laundry Pool in Clock Town, talk to the one in Southern Swamp as I showed in this episode, and talk to the one in Woodfall Temple as I'm showing you right now. Talk to all 5 of those with the Gongaro's mask. There you go. And we can actually, which I don't know if I've ever showed off this function, but you can play the Song of Soaring and soar to the entrance of whatever temple you're in, so that is useful if you get lost. And you just kind of want to go back to square one. I know I definitely have used that before, first time playing this game. And let's go on over to Mountain Village. Come on over to the spring. You'll see that all of the members of the Frog Choir are present. I've been waiting for you, Dongaro. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but it looks like you've lost a little weight. As you can see, Dongaro, the long winter has ended and spring has finally come to these mountains. Let us begin our chorus. Ah, that is so cute. The conducting was spectacular, and all of our members rose to the occasion. This is how deeply we were moved by your spectacular conducting. All that work for a piece of heart. Let us do it again sometime. And that quest is now completed in our Bomber's Notebook. Now, before you think that we're completely done, there's one more piece of heart that I recommend you get before you play the Song of Time. We're gonna wanna go on over to the little area that is in between here and Goron Village. Just go ahead and just roll on over there because that is the quickest way to get on over. You might have noticed a treasure chest in the water previously that we weren't able to get if you walk through that area. Oh, this is not where I was wanting to go. Why am I going up here? Where I wanted to go. You might have noticed a treasure chest underwater if you went through this area after we had defeated Goat the first time around. And there's no way to get it. However, now that we can walk underwater, this treasure chest is accessible to us. So, let's go on over and not get attacked by a blue Tektite. Let's see, Zora's Mask, and there's another treasure chest over here that we can get, although I don't really think it's worth your time. And I gotta say, this treasure chest that we're about to get, I feel like there should be a better reward for going all the way back here and finding this. I mean, this treasure chest is really out of the way. And all you get for it, just a red rupee. I feel like this one back here should have been the piece of heart. I mean, I don't know, it's out of the way, you might not notice it. I don't know, that's just me. Okay, let's, Skullfish, please go away. I've read how annoying it is to get out of here because you can't get up high enough on the ledge to put on the Goron mask, so. There you go. All right, Goron mask. Let's roll on out of here because you can only go up this hill with the Goron. Oh. And we're about to get the cutscene. Let's beat the cutscene. This is a really pretty area. Okay, so over on this side, this is the real prize for going over here. Zora mask. Hop on in, sink on down, and open it for Piece of Heart number 34. So we've got a lot done in this episode. A lot of side quests before we head on to the next area of the game, which I believe we're gonna be doing that in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Next time on Let's Play Majora's Mask 3D, we will hopefully head, that's where we're going. We're gonna be heading to the next area of the game. We're gonna finally be going to the west of Clock Town. I've been Camerani, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Goodbye, guys.